Give me one second.
What level key do we want to run up at?
Oh, Farah said is Grim Saj. Do any of you have a Karazzan key?
No, I've Mechanon Workshop.
Okay. Grim?
I've got a 9 lower.
I have an upper. A 13 upper.
Okay.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Would you mind if we bump that down?
Not at all.
Promise I'll help you get it back up.
I mistakenly anticipated that you would want us to all disband.
That's what I thought too. Sorry.
Okay.
10 or 11, or what did you say?
If you can drop it down to a 5, I'd appreciate it. No, you know what? No. 10 might be good. So we get the Shrouded. Let's do 10. So, yes.
There we go.
Yeah.
Alright, it is now 10.
Excellent. And I'm gonna start the stream now. Give me 1 second.
The stream is going on my Twitch as well.
Yeah, if the quality of the Discord thing here is shit, then you can watch the Sif's stream. This is going up now. So you guys let me know if you can see it.
Yeah, I see it.
Yours, Dave.
Okay. Oh, 1 second, I'm gonna pause it 1 second. And give me a second. Let me reload my UI, see if I can take some shit out away, so it's a bit better. I'm gonna keep the chat up, so if anybody... Oh, never mind, you won't be able to talk. Okay, just talk on voice, if you have any questions. Okay. Everybody can see it. If not, you can watch Sif's stream, right? Sif, did you send the link?
I can resend it.
If you wouldn't mind.
Yeah, because I'm going to try both and see which one looks better. My happy connected.
You sounded robotic as hell, Rain. Just an FYI. But can you see the stream well, Rain? Or if not, I'd recommend checking Sif's. It's a little slow. Okay. Yeah. Go for it. Try the Twitch thing.
Hold on.
Everybody good?
Just need an invite.
Looking for...
Oh, Far,
Sif's
you'll be
link.
going on the second group.
I'm
Okay,
good.
It will be under useful resources.
Oh, I was looking for it in general. There we go.
Got it.
Big Stupid Norseman Productions.
If we're good, then group, let's fly up. By the way, for those that don't know where the entrance is, it's right here.
Up here with all this other mad.
Yeah.
We're really only 4 manning this?
What do you mean?
I only see 4 people in the group.
There are 5.
Savage is in group 2. We're still in a raid.
Oh.
We're still in a raid. Okay.
There I am.
To circumvent the tower's magical defenses.
Yeah, it's fine. Sarge often gets overlooked.
This goes without saying. But be on your
Everything, like the stream looks okay? Not too janky?
It looks great on Twitch. I know that when I'm like, sometimes Meth is cool and he shows me his stream when he's doing high keys, and it lags out a lot when you're doing it through Discord.
Okay. If it's better on Twitch, then I recommend you guys watch it on Twitch. If any here is interested in the tanking part of it, like the actual tanking gameplay, then stay here. But if not, then I'd recommend going for the Twitch. So if you want to drop the stream here and go for the Twitch, go for it. You got some time. Don't think you need an account to watch it, do you?
No, you shouldn't.
Not to watch, no.
Okay. Like I was saying, expect some major jankiness in this. Like the jank is going to be through the ceiling. So this is kind of like a half-assed 101. But we're going to show you guys some little tips we learned along the way, you know? If everybody's ready, then we'll start.
And just to let you know, because it is streaming on Twitch, it does have an innate delay.
Okay. Go for it, Grim. We're not looking for timing this, we're just going one by one.
All right, you're gonna do a
Yeah,
camera or something?
no, just go for it. It's okay.
There we go.
Okay. Oh, before you start, come talk to the thing. Shit, I should have said that before. The 10s, on the 10s, starting from 10 and up. As soon as you start, you're gonna have this dude here that you gotta talk to. Whenever you get the stacks of killing the infiltrators, it's gonna be of the secondary that you select. If you don't select anything, then it's gonna be automatically verse. So make sure as soon as you start, talk to the dude, select the thing you want. So that's the first thing. Don't forget to do this, otherwise you're gonna get verse. Unless verse is what you want.
Oops.
So first thing, this. Okay. This dude, the wraith. Interrupt that, the soul leech, every single time. Don't let it pass. Other than that, it's a simple mob. Just interrupt it.
Sith has now fulfilled his daily quota of getting me killed.
Range 5.
I wasn't the one who ran up there.
Yes, you were the one who ran up there, and as I was running up, as soon as it started quaking, you went the same way I went. You were like, I'm gonna get him!
We got another one here of the same, but this one, as you can see, we got the disguised debuff. It means it's gonna be an infiltrator. It still is gonna count for the percentage, but it's gonna be an infiltrator. And apparently, each week where the big boy infiltrator is set for that entire week. So if you do a run on this week and the big boy infiltrator is on that guy, then always in that week is going to be that guy. Okay? The infiltrators, just so you know, tanks, always face them away because of the leeching cleave. If you could, use it defensive, because the less damage you take, the less health it gets. And for the rest of the party, dodge the something frontal, the what's it called? It's a debuff that it makes you that you get less healing. Just dodge it. It's gonna be pointed at random people.
When you say a defensive, you don't mean like a major defensive, right?
Nah.
Your
That-
basic one.
Yeah, just a small defensive for the vampiring claw thing. Dodge the clouds, these little swirlies on the ground because they put you to sleep.
Shockwave.
Carrion Swarm, that's the random frontal. You gotta dodge it because it puts a debuff on you.
Range 5.
That's the sleep if you step on the thing, by the way. What just happened to me.
And in case you guys haven't noticed, this place is a nightmare with quaking.
Yes, it is.
Grimmer's a nightmare with quaking too.
Yes.
I can't even imagine what this is going to be like with like bursting and sanguine. Jesus.
A shit show.
We got another
Pollen.
of the raids here. Remember, just interrupt. Kaz is gonna come up now any second. That's the one.
Range 5.
These guys up here. You can pull one at a time if you don't think that you can, if you don't have enough damage, or a little strat that you can do is you pull both of these guys to here on the actual stairs. For some reason, it helps to dodge the swirlies, like they're not like right on you. Don't know why, but just pull them there to the stairs, and for the rest of the party, dodge the swirlies.
And range can sit back where I am and just pluck them off.
Okay. I'm gonna pull this, pull the other one, and move them to the stairs.
Range 5.
Watch out, Saj. Quaking. Those are the swirlies you wanted. What the fuck?
Sounds good.
I didn't dodge the swirlies, so there you go, you see what happens. You guys got it? Commercial break. Oh, just realized. By the way, these dungeons, all the ones in Season 4, they're kind of a bitch if you die. They usually spawn you very, very behind, so try not to die, and if you do, don't release right away, because maybe it might be best if you just wait it out and see if the party can finish killing the things, and they can res you. So don't automatically release.
On lower Karazzan, if you're doing a high key, wiping once will kill the key.
Range 5.
I left him low enough for more.
Range 5.
This guy here, there is a strat. I haven't tried it yet, but there's a strat of not killing him right away. And what you want to do is just keep him here. And then the tank runs into the room,
Range
pulls
5.
back, pull the stuff, and they bring it back. That's a strat. I haven't tried it yet. So I'm not really gonna go for it now because it might end disastrously, but
Nos?
just so you guys know. Yes.
In the video I watched, one of the DPS
Range
ran and
5.
pulled the packs while the tank stayed on the boss, or whatever he is. He's not a boss, but
The trash. That
yeah.
also helps a lot, but it depends on the party. If they can do that, that also helps, especially
fine.
during in the actual room. It can help if a ranged can pull one of the pack, line aside them, but once the tank is ready to get another, don't just do it on your own because it might end horribly.
You're right, Grim.
Range 5.
So we're just gonna be killing this guy, just so you guys know. This guy, he's gonna silence you, and in order to get these silence away, apparently you gotta soak some orbs. Yeah.
Yes, Nibby,
Range
those would
5.
work. To a degree.
That's the silence, I believe.
Range 5.
These packs, the elementals, they have a shield. Then it makes it that they can't be interrupted. As if, they're kind of inspired. You gotta break the shield in order to interrupt their cast. In this case, they're already inspired since there's an inspiring, so we're just gonna try to blast through the Inspiring, and then go for the Elemental. As a little tip, use this pillar here as a way to line of sight and bring these mobs here. You can go peek, just throw an ability, and then move back here. These ones we don't have to worry.
Range
The
5.
boss moves more or less to like this line, I believe. We'll see. Oh, right there. So you got this space to fight these. That's the barrage that we... Oh, no. There's another, I think, coming. Where is it? Is he gonna do it?
I'm taking it easy on damage, so...
Okay. Like I said, I'm gonna pull this and use line of sight to bring them here. As you can see, this worm
Range
is an
5.
infiltrator. It has a little debuff, so be careful. I'm gonna wait for the boss to move away. Okay. Pull this, line of sight.
Range 5.
Remember with the infiltrators, face them away from the party. Watch out with the carrion swarm. That's the one, move out of it. If you get hit by it, healers cannot heal you.
Range 5.
This guy's the boss is right here, but in that time we're fighting, we can have somebody else pull. That's fine. I'm gonna move this guy here. Or I'm gonna pull this guy here in line of sight.
Range 5.
For those watching the Discord stream, sorry about the shitty camera angles. Try to do my best so you guys can see this stuff. Ooh, okay, that's my shield.
Oh,
Yep.
that's gonna be no good.
You know what? Let's run out. Let's run out. Everybody out. Everybody out. Run out, run out, run out. That was my legendary. That is fine. Just run out.
Range 5.
He's reset.
Okay.
I'm going to be pulling these guys to you, Nos.
Sure. Everybody
Range
else,
5.
line of sight.
Boss is reset and incoming. Watch your Legos.
By the way, I'm not facing the wall, I'm just moving the camera. Okay. So, one little tip about this guy, courtesy of Meth. Whenever the swirlies appear under your feet, the actual pool that appears after the swirly is gone is bigger than the swirly itself. So if the swirly is this consecration, then the actual pool that is going to appear after the swirly may go even like as far as here. Like if you want to look at it as a radius, it's not just going to be the consecrated part, it's going to be up to here. So don't just stand right next to the swirly expecting you'll be fine. Move a bit further. What you could do is stay loosely close to each other. That way you're consuming the room at a slower pace, because if you're kind of just all spread out, then you might just be consuming the entire room with the swirlies very fast. We're going to be killing the boss from this side, and we're going to go to the other side. Oh, and hero, save it until it's recharging, because it takes a shit ton more damage. So once it's recharging, do the hero, use hero, and just blast away. I'm gonna wait for him to come back, or we're gonna be fighting here.
is the recharge a set time or is it a set hit point percentage?
It's when it
Just his
loses
energy.
all its mana. Yeah. So you can just watch his mana. Oh, and kill the little ads that appear.
Range 5.
Welcome to the
Hey, what's up, everyone?
Hey, Uma. So what? That's one of the trash. Go ahead and kill it. That way it's not blasting for the rest of the people. Those are the swirlies. Move out of them. You'll see once another appears more clearly how the... You see, okay, look at the swirly and look at the pool that appears. Okay, see it now. You see how it's bigger? It went all up to here when the swirly was there. So don't underestimate it.
deployed.
Energy is getting low, so be ready to hero and blast away.
Overload in
Okay,
progress.
energy is 0. Go ahead and hero and blast away. Watch out for the swirlies, they still appear.
Range 5.
Okay, gonna move him slowly. Only move when you really when you really need to. Tanks. Watch out, Grim, you're right on the stuff.
Range 5.
You see how the room is just filling up with a thing? It's kind of a DPS check, this boss. He's getting low, he's gonna recharge soon. Oof.
Overload in progress.
Okay, that's the overload, so blast away. There you go.
Operational.
Not too hard of a boss, but he does hit like a truck, and you gotta hit like a truck as well. If this is the first time you're here, you're gonna get a little cutscene here. If you already went through here, DBM should automatically, I think it's DBM, automatically end the cutscene. But if not, you can just automatically end it. Or manually end it. These guys, the bats, you can avoid. You don't need to pull them for percentage because you're going to be way over percentage by the end of the run. So just avoid them. Watch out for the green swirlies that appear throughout being here. The pyromancers. We're not actually going to fight a pyromancer here. As you can see, it's shrouded. And this week, this is going to be the big boy. The big boy Nathrazim. But we'll see later what the pyromancers do. For the big guy, Nathrazim, he does the same thing as before, you know, the frontals, this and that. He also does a big swirly. Oh. On around him, a big purple one. You gotta dodge that. And he also has a shield. He puts it like, I think it's vampiric something. He starts gaining health from everybody, and in order to interrupt it, you gotta break the shield. So make sure you hit hard there to break it and to interrupt it. Sometimes while he's doing the shield, he like throughout fighting him, he puts a little bat going around the room that you can stun. You can use your CC on it. You can, I think, even hex it to not like worry about it. But once its little casting bar ends, it's gonna mind control one of us. So it might be good to, let's say, stun it, and if the big boy is actually doing the shield, stun the bat and go for the shield. If not, kill the bat if it's close enough. But yeah, you can use your CC. You don't really have a lot of room here to fight. You're gonna be dodging the green swirlies. You're gonna be dodging the circles. So just stay on your feet. We're gonna be fighting him more or less here. And tanks, remember to always phase away and party watch out from the I always forget the carry-on swarm, whatever it's called. So as you can see, it's the big boy. It's not just a normal infiltrator. Remember tanks to use your defensives on the vampiric cleave. That's the bat, the little hypnosis. So as you can see, it's doing a little casting, or it was. It's now hexed. You can just kill it passively or use your CC. Another bat. And he's gonna do the shield now in a few seconds. Or he should.
Range 5.
Another swirly, move out. See if he does the shield. There it is. That's the blood siphon. You gotta break the shield in order to interrupt. And as you saw, while he's doing the siphon, a little bat appeared. In those situations, like I said, you can just stun the bat and then focus on the shield. Yeah, just so you're not focusing on two things at the same time. We're gonna ignore the bats. We're just gonna keep going. This guy here, he's a bit of a bitch. Ranged, if you stay up top, if you never drop down, he does an ability that he jumps around, he teleports, and he sometimes gets really bugged out. He like teleports to the wall and then falls to the ground. You can just jump down, but as you can see, what he does are those abilities. He like lights up the room and you gotta go to one of the tiles to dodge it, as you can see there. Or he just fucking napalms the entire room and you gotta jump to the little ledges to dodge it. So stay close to those ledges, but stay on your feet. I believe he does a frontal as well, so just keep him face away.
So drops aggro and will randomly go on to other people.
Yes, he does. Tanks, be ready to taunt. Good point, Core. As you can see, move to the tiles before you explode.
You can also stand on this ledge. Oh, they changed it.
Move to the tiles, and when he lights up everything, move to the right one.
See, now what the hell? He didn't drop aggro from you that entire time.
There it is.
Very...
Yeah. Yeah, he's a bit of a bitch. Tanks, be ready to taunt.
I've been in groups where he hits the tank once and then immediately goes and kills someone.
Yeah. So, Medivh. It's kind of
It's
like,
don't move during Flame Wreath.
yeah, you gotta know the mechanics and work out in the moment what you gotta do. One thing that is always a constant that you always, because he does 3 casts. One is the missile barrage, I think it's called. Another is a fiery thing. Another is a freezing thing.
Yeah,
The
so
missile
splits into
thing
3
is, yeah, that will go in a second. That's for, he splits into other phases, but the 3 spells that he does during the entire fight are those. The missile barrage, that's always on the tank. The fiery circle, that, follows people. And then the freezing thing. The order you wanna interrupt these is always the missile barrage, which, if it helps, you can, like, let's say the tank will always take care of the missile one, because it's usually the one that least appears, or at least from what I've seen, so your interrupts should be backup for when you got it. Like, if you're playing a shitty tank class, like a warrior, you have an interrupt every, 3 minutes, so you should be fine. Regarding the fiery ball and the freezing thing, if nobody is frozen, so if, the freezing thing never went off, so, it was interrupted, if it never went off, then interrupt the fiery thing. However, if somebody is frozen, especially in one of the phases later down the line, don't interrupt the fiery bolt, because it's the only way to break somebody out of the frozen cocoon. Somebody's gonna get a circle around their feet. It's pretty big, so you don't have to stack on the person who is frozen. It's pretty big, so all you gotta do is just have your circle go over the person that is frozen to break them out. But, like I said, if nobody is frozen, interrupt at will the fiery one. The frozen one, for me, is more important than the fiery one to interrupt because it's a bitch to get stunned. But yeah, the fire one, apparently, you can outrun it. You can move to like more or less here to the door, and you should be okay. If you have like a dash, a roll, a blink, or whatever. If not, just move out of the rest of the party and don't explode it on somebody else.
Range 5.
The 3 phases he goes throughout the fight, it's random. 1, the entire room is frozen, and you gotta keep on jumping to break a little debuff you have, kind of like in DOS, with a shimmer light things that put you to sleep. Just jump every once in a while.
Range 5.
Another of the phases he goes to is he splits into 3 shades. 1 at the entrance, kind of here, 1 to the left, 1 to the right. You gotta interrupt those, and you gotta nuke them quick, because they deal a lot of damage. Best thing to do is to have everybody go to the same one. So like ahead of time we're gonna say, okay, we're gonna be going left, middle, right. So just everybody go focus to the left, then middle, then right, just so you nuke it quick and you're taking less damage. The other possible phase that is gonna happen is a few people are gonna get a ring around around them, but that is stationary on the ground. It's a fiery ring. If you step out of the ring, everybody dies. If somebody else moves into your ring, everybody dies. If you got the ring, you stand completely still. If, in the case, you are frozen and you got the ring, the rest of the party, you gotta use the fiery bolt to break you out. However, like I said, the fiery bolt has a pretty big ass radius, so just move a bit closer. Make sure your circle is going over the person that's frozen and unfreeze them. Don't run to them and inside of the ring of the person because you're gonna wipe. So just kind of move slightly closer until your circle goes over them and you'll unfreeze them. Throughout the entire fight, just kind of stay loosely spread. Don't stack up. That's gonna be a pain in the ass. The fireball is gonna kill people. If you got the ring, you're gonna kill people. Just stay loosely spread. Okay? So like I said, interrupt the missiles, always. I'll be focusing on that. Me, the tank here. The rest of the party, interrupt the freezing thing, the fiery thing. If somebody's frozen, we're gonna call out, hey, don't interrupt the firebolt. We're gonna unfreeze them. Okay? Seems like a lot of things, but it's just a few mechanics that you just gotta think in the moment, okay, what do I gotta do? Let's go. Let's do kind of slow damage so we can see the mechanics, and then we'll just nuke them, yeah? By slow doesn't mean not do any damage, just slow.
Go.
Everybody in? Frostbite, that's the freezing one. Inferno Bolt, that's the one. Missile, I'm gonna be interrupting that. There's another. This is, you can see the bolt, the fiery one. Since nobody's frozen, I'm gonna interrupt it. And just keep going. He just repeats those 3 things over and over and over.
You have enough time that you can interrupt every one of his missiles?
Yes, in this case I used it before, but that's fine. But yeah, I can focus on the missiles. You guys work on the others. We got the images. So we are gonna focus first on left. Use your interrupts. Middle.
Range 5.
He's doing a lot of damage, so as you can see, you want to focus on these quick. Use your interrupts. There you go. Last one. Back to phase 1. Rinse and repeat. Grim is frozen, as you can see, so the next fiery thing we're not going to interrupt. We're going to use to break him out. We didn't get it, that's fine, we're going to get the next one.
Range 5.
Just chill, Grim.
Okay, there's the one. Saj, go break him out.
Nope.
There you go, stay there, you're good. You're going to freeze Grim. boom, he's unfrozen. You see? You got the winter, just keep jumping. And keep doing the same thing. The freezing, the fire, the missiles, it just rinse and repeat. Use your interrupts. Very important to use your interrupts here, guys. I already used mine here, whoops. It's fine.
Just like that dragon.
Range 5.
It burns.
We got the fiery circle. If you got one, stand still. More and Civ have those. They're gonna stand still. Okay. Let's blast them through. It's very situational. You just gotta know if somebody's frozen, if not, what to interrupt, this and that. I highly recommend you guys download this add-on that is called Omni CD, I believe. Give me a second.
Yep.
I know there's a lot of Omnis. I think it's Omni CD. Yeah, download Omni CD. What it does, it gives you the major cooldowns that people have wherever your party frames are. If you're using Voodoo, they appear wherever you put yours. But in my opinion, one of the most important parts is the interrupts. Here you can see what people have available and their cooldowns. If everybody has it, that is dope. If only one person has it and they're calling out, okay, you know, it works. But the more people that have it, the better. Because here you can see, okay, let's say Grim doesn't have the cooldown, Saw doesn't, Moore has it, doesn't have it, I have it, so I'm gonna interrupt. Let's say I can see that Grim and Moore have theirs, and the spell is coming in a few seconds. Let's say, Grim, you get the next one. Boom. Now, Moore and Grim aren't wasting their interrupts because they're not both getting the same thing. I highly recommend you guys check this add-on out. And for higher keys, when you gotta work out, you know, cooldowns, pulls, this can help as well. Seeing the big cooldowns, seeing, okay, are people ready to blast through or are they, you know, kind of drained? Okay? And you keep going here. You got a little cinematic for a few seconds.
Which Nos thinks is the coolest thing ever.
It's kind of cool, you gotta admit.
Range 5.
He's like, ooh, shiny.
Hey, it was pretty cool the first time we went into the library.
Look at this, you gotta admit, come on now.
Range 5.
Unfortunately, it eats up a shitload of time. It's like the RP in Kazavash.
The timer does include these kind of cinematics, so it's all good.
Range 5.
Yep, all good, Nippy. Just kind of drop down here. You're not going to take fall damage here, by the way.
Not much.
Yeah, for these guys, I really recommend not pulling
Range 5.
like both a rat and a spider at the same time, because the spiders root you and the rats do a little wall of rats that comes through you, and if you're rooted, you're not going to be able to move out of it. If you want to pull two rats at the same time, good luck, but it's doable, in my opinion. But yeah, just watch your pulling here. They do move around a lot, as you can see, so watch out. Do not butt pull. You're going to be going just for this one, just to see. The little rats may kind of be hard to see on the ground, but just look around, see where they are, and dodge them.
Range 5.
You can go through an open spot, or just move out of it. Those
And
are
the
rats.
range can avoid just by staying far enough away.
Yeah. That was the rat. We got another one, but it's an infiltrator, so it's an accuracy.
Range 5.
There he is. Gonna phase him away from the party. Watch out with the sleeping circles.
Shockwave. Range
Frontal.
5.
Okay. Now we got a spider. You see how many CD shows that I use here in Interrupt? And I can see that everybody has theirs available. That's the root, I believe. Yeah, the web.
Range 5.
It could be fine if you pull both a rat and a spider, as long as you're far away and you're not gonna get hit by the stampede, sorry. By the way, you can either move out of it or just find the open spot, as you can see here. You know, kind of like Gorchop in the Theater Pain. We got a book here. I forgot what the fuck these books do, so just blast away.
They learn you.
They just nuke.
Okay. Oh, and yeah, they put that curse. I think it's dispellable. Okay. Another Nathrezim. Oh, by the way, a little tip about the Nathrezim. Courtesy of Meph. You don't have to kill absolutely every single one of them. If, let's say, the group decides to do a skip, so you're using an Invispot or a Shroud, whatever, and you're skipping a pack with an Athrezim. Oh no, you're not gonna get a stack. Don't worry. There are more than enough throughout the dungeon, and there's also some hidden ones. They can be like, kind of like in a corner. They can be kind of on the side. There's some dungeons like Streets that they added some non-enemy NPCs that you can aggro to get more stacks. So if, like, let's say if the dungeon splits in two, you decide to go one way, it's like, oh no, I'm going to be missing all the Nathrezim on the other side. Don't worry, there's going to be extra shit on the way you're going. So you don't have to pull absolutely every single one of them. He is. Keep him face away.
Range 5.
Leaping circle, watch out.
Shockwave.
Okay. For the boss, a strat people have been doing is to pull him to a corner, to a wall, wherever you want to. I tried pulling him kind of here, and it kind of worked. Not directly on the wall, but just kind of close enough. Mostly so when the balls appear, they're kind of grouped up so you can pick them up. This is kind of like the third boss in Spires. If you got a defensive or an immunity, soak away. If you don't, be careful with how many you soak. Otherwise you might get nuked. You can cleanse the stacks you get off the orbs by standing on the little puddle force field things, but you're gonna be taking damage while you're standing there. So you're gonna be taking damage both ways if you take too many stacks and if you're cleansing. So just be careful.
Range 5.
If you have an immune, use it.
Can you, like, turtle or anti-magic shell through them and not get any stacks?
Yes.
Excellent.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm just gonna pull him to the side here.
Range 5.
I was sending him to Yanas.
Yeah. Those are the force field things to cleanse away, so don't stand in them unless... Oh no, never mind in a second. Unless you got a thing. There they are.
Range
right there.
5.
And incoming orbs in a second. Maybe more than a second. There they are. Get the orbs. Don't let them get to the boss. Okay, Sif is getting those. I'll get the next one so you guys see the dot. These are going to be some terrible camera angles, so bear with me.
Range 5.
There are the orbs. Can I get these? Got some on the side. More, can you get that one? Okay, you see how I got 3 stacks? I'm gonna stand in the puddle. And in a second, 2, 1. You see how it cleansed? But I was taking damage, so be careful. Okay, let's blast away. You got the orbs. You see how if you keep them in a corner, they're kind of grouped up? So if you got 3 stacks, be careful.
Oh, I know. I was up to 5.
Okay.
Range
Living
5.
dangerously.
Somebody's got it.
Or the orbs again.
That's Grim's job.
Just nuke him. Voila.
Range 5.
Very nice. We got nuked
I'm out
from
with
quaking. Yep. That's fine. Thank you. We're gonna be fighting... Okay. We're gonna be fighting the same worms again. A little strat that you can do is as soon as you come up, instead of fighting them here. Okay, we're getting more. Okay, we'll do the strat now. Just run. Run to the corridor here and just stack them. So just keep running, keep running. We're gonna get more here.
We got ahead of the tank. That was not a good idea.
The orbs still do appear, so that's why. Although be careful with this Nathracene, since we're all bunched up. Don't get hit by the frontal. A carry-on one.
Shockwave.
That's the one. See? He's aiming it at me. Also good in these runs, or in these guides, to see how incompetence can come to play whenever the party pulls ahead, so this is good.
Hey, I resemble that remark.
Just kidding. Here, the bats again. Dodge the swirlies, you can get knocked off the platform. We are fighting here now. Where is it? There. The Pyromancer. For the Pyromancer, whenever the balls appear, the felled balls, go and soak them. That way they kind of dissipate. And I believe they have a frontal. This is one of the Nathracene, though, by the way. It's kind of a shitty area. Try to get away here as fast as possible.
Range 5.
Those are the swirlies. Gotta watch out. Always keep your back facing a safe area. So if you get knocked off
Shockwave.
or knocked back, you're not getting knocked off. These layers knock you back.
Range 5.
Gotta move away.
Shockwave.
Getting close to pulling this guy. Yeah, here we are. So you can see running out of room is a thing. It might just happen. We somehow got...
About what happened to us the first time we got to this bridge.
There's an orb, so if somebody can go and soak them, I'm gonna go there.
You just have
So
to
they-
stand next to it.
Shockwave.
Yep,
Range
and they'll
5.
disappear. Oof. You know what? We're gonna move up here. Oh no, we're not.
Shockwave.
You got some orbs there in the back. You see how they're getting smaller?
Range 5.
These are interrupts. Okay, let's get the fuck out. For this fight, it's a common mistake to kill all these guys, trying to kill them to get to the king. You don't need to. They don't damage you, you don't have to taunt them. The only thing they do is jump around and, burn the tiles, whatever that piece
Range
is.
5.
Doesn't really matter, you don't really have to learn the fucking patterns, just watch out for the fire. All you gotta do is focus on one ad at the same time, nuke it, and then go for the king. The king is gonna get a little debuff that it makes him killable.
Range 5.
So, kill an ad, focus it down. As soon as it's dead, go for the king. Once the little debuff goes away, go back to an ad, kill it, go back to the king. I'd recommend focus on the knights. They're kind of a bit easier, and I think they're the ones that have the lowest health. Yes, they are. So, focus on one knight, nuke it, go to the king. Debuff is gone, go back to a knight. Kill it, go back to the king. Back and forth. You're gonna be going for the one on the left. You see, they don't damage you, they don't do anything, they just jump around. Those are the tiles, so watch out for them. See, they're lighting up. You're gonna be focusing on this one, trying to ignore the other one,
I'm burning the other one, so that way it's
and go for the king. That's the debuff, vulnerable. So while he has that, you can kill him. What Sif did, that also kind of helps. Still damaging one of the others, so as soon as the king's debuff is gone, you can go right back to nuking this. So coming back to this.
Range 5.
Throw the tiles. Go back to the king. Don't get hit by the tiles.
Range 5.
Ta-da! Done.
That's so much better than the first time. Mechanics for the win.
Range 5.
I love how every time quaking goes off, we all turn into drunk drivers,
So many fragments of myself throughout this time.
Swirling all over the place.
swerving into each other, going over guardrails.
I will open the way while you battle
Range
that
5.
fiend.
They knew what they were doing when they made that happen.
Legion worlds.
They knew people couldn't resist running into each other.
Gotta wait for the RP. Is he moving?
Yeah, he's up here.
There we go.
Range 5.
Okay. So, this fight, not too complicated, honestly. Kind of a bummer. Watch out for the frontal, it's a major knockback. The big laser.
Range 5.
Whenever the orbs,
Disintegration.
purple orbs appear. The laser?
Yeah, it's disintegration, isn't it?
That's the one. Purple orbs, move out of them. Once we're done in this room, he's gonna move into a portal. You move into it, and we're gonna be on one of those ships. He's gonna be on the end of it. You're gonna be on the other side. For the second phase, you gotta move into him, going through the middle, because there's gonna be some lightning things on the sides, and hit him. However, he does still do the disintegration, so whenever he's gonna do the big boy laser through the middle, just step to the side,
Range
then
5.
back in. There is a strat that, to stop him from doing the orbs while we're there, because, you know, the room is kind of small and kind of sucks to deal with the orbs. What you can do, apparently, or I don't know when it's going to be patched, is just kind of chill in the middle, never move into the circle where he is, and just kind of range DPS him until he phases. However, we only have one ranged here, so we're not gonna do that. We're gonna actually move into him. Once he phases from that, again, go through the portal, another of the ships, but this time there's some ads and you gotta bomb rush him to interrupt him, otherwise bye-bye. So just be ready. If you're a tank, run in, taunt things or drop things on the ground and interrupt him. Kind of a Sylvana situation here in Sanctum. For those that did it, you gotta run and interrupt it, so be ready. And I say loosely spread, you got a big ass room. Use your interrupts. The beam, I forgot to move to the side of the room if you're targeted. Kind of like in Gambit. Try not to go through the boss and through other people. That's the disintegrate, so watch out with the frontal. There it is, those are the orbs. Dodge them. They move really slow. You can dodge them, you'll be fine.
Range 5.
Okay. Watch out with the laser. Okay, he's gonna be running away now. So go through the portal.
Range 5.
Like I said, we're gonna be on the other side. Run through the middle. Watch out for the disintegrate. Move to the sides once he's gonna blast. So, move to the side. Wait for the disintegrate. There it is, and move. Those are the lightnings.
Range 5.
He's gonna do it now. Move to the side. Move it. We do have a bit smaller room here to dodge the circles, but that's fine. That's the frontal, watch out.
Range 5.
It's a really long cast time, so you got plenty of time to move the hell away.
Oh, shit.
Why?
I landed on something. And then I died.
Watch the swirlies. There's the portal. Go through the portal and be ready to bomb rush.
And it's just the three of us.
As a tank, just run, interrupt whatever you can, damage whatever you can, just so you hold aggro.
For this fight, it has the help to either have your camera zoomed way out or have your camera tilted up so you can actually see him.
Good tip.
Because otherwise he's just too big and he's outside of your screen range.
Doing the balls.
And it's now just you two.
Hero, if you can more.
Bye-bye. No? Wow.
Those are the orbs. Whoops.
You got this, more. It's all you, man.
I think this might just be a bit too slow. Let's just jump off.
You guys got it.
Oh, I can't even jump off. There we go. Yeah, that was gonna take a while. Might as well just get more practice. We're all the way back, so as you can see, really, hold on to the release soul. Don't use it right away. Might just be faster for people to res you.
I imagine they're gonna change the way the graveyards work in Karazzan.
Hopefully.
I'd be shocked if they didn't.
The one dungeon that has a way to get back faster is Lower Karazzan. If you wipe killing Maiden, you can go another route and you get to her faster. Same for Huntsman. I'll show you guys later when we do Lower.
Range 5.
By the way, any questions so far? Anything you want to ask? Point out? Any tips you want to point out?
Pretty clear so far. Clear that you don't want to be a melee in there.
As all of the new dungeons, they are terrifying.
Yeah, I had a question about the I guess the other boss you were fighting, and you were showing the interrupts. Was there? I guess my question was: is there a priority on who uses the interrupts? Was there like a some type of mechanism for that that you had to follow, or is it just making sure everybody doesn't blow their interrupts at the same time?
Using these kind of add-ons do help, but in my opinion, the best way would be to talk about it before the run.
Okay.
So just say, for example, tank is going to focus always on the missile. That means nobody else uses their interrupts for that, so they have them available for the other stuff.
Okay.
And then if it's actually during the run, you can just call out, hey, you get the next one. Hey, I used mine accidentally, you get the other, things like that. The priority, I guess, it would be the missiles. And then I think it would be kind of the freezing one, going over the fiery one, because the fiery one, you might want to be using it to unfreeze somebody, but the freezing one, you always want to be interrupting it.
Okay.
So I guess that would be the priority. But yeah, who gets what? I think it's just better if you talk it ahead of time, or during the fight, or use these kind of things.
Gotcha. All right. Thank you.
Also, keep in mind that a lot of classes have a stun in addition to the interrupt. The stun's going to be on a longer CD, but I use it a lot on on my non-shaman classes. Shaman doesn't have a stun, but the other it's got the totem. But
but stuns generally don't work on a boss.
Yeah, they're gonna help for trash for sure. Yeah, that also goes as well for hexes, for traps, that kind of thing. For example, in halls, if you guys remember, after the second boss, as soon as you're done killing it, you get a pack of 3 hounds and then 2 hound masters. It can be good ahead of time to say, okay, more, you're going to be hexing the one on the back left. Sif, you're going to be trapping the one on the right. That way, you're doing the actual fight. Everybody knows their thing. You don't have to wait to call it out and things like that.
Gotcha.
I got the laser on me. I'm going to move away.
I was within range and used my shield.
The orbs. We got the bombardment. Move out of the swirlies. I'm gonna kind of move them out of here. Here we got the portal. Same thing as before, kind of a gauntlet, just watch for the disintegrate. Move to the side once he's gonna do it.
Range 5.
Your interrupts. Stay loosely spread.
Range 5.
The cast time, like I said, is very, very long. You got plenty of time to move out of it, so you'll be fine. You have the bombardment, watch over the swirlies.
Range
Does he always cast that thing right in the same direction?
Nope.
Okay, we got the portal. Let's get the fuck out. It's kind of a DPS check here. Okay, be ready to bomb rush him.
Range 5.
Let's hero and blast away.
Range 5.
Earned.
Priority here to dodge thing is the laser. Always. If you have to step into a puddle to dodge it, if you have to step into an orb, do it, but always dodge the laser. That's the highest priority here. You don't want to get knocked the fuck off. Voila.
Can I be raised or should I release?
Where's your body?
You
In
may be able
space
to get it with a mass res.
below the ship.
We'll see if... Yeah, marking at you. Congrats on the gear.
Oh, that's a gambit.
We got a gambit.
Get a
Unfortunately,
res, so I think it must be out of range.
It may be. Okay. Let's take a little break, and we'll be going for lower. Yeah. Let's do a little 10-minute break. But any questions about this dungeon? Anything? There's no dumb questions. Probably a dumb answer.